Deputy Feathers, Mrs. Matthew.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so I've been writing them down. 267.
I'm good. I appreciate you. Help me out. I stepped up my office. I had some leftovers. Thank you so much. I got you. Thank you so much for checking me.
Success. That's all I wanted. Welcome back. You're okay?
Yes.
You didn't overdo it. Did you save room for dinner? Please call your next witness.
State House Sergeant Fowler.
Sergeant Fowler, come forward. Watch your step. Stand right here, face your hand, raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I
So help you God.
I do, ma'am.
Thank you.
Would you please state and spell your name for the jury?
Sergeant Cecil Fowler, C-E-C-I-L, Fowler, F-O-W-L-E-R,
And where are you employed?
with the Memphis Police Department.
And how many years have you been with MPD?
23 and a half years.
Are you counting down?
Yeah.
What is your current assignment?
I am currently a sergeant, which is a detective or investigator with the felony response unit, midnight shift.
And is that where you were assigned back in February of 2022?
Yes, it was.
Can you describe for the jury what felony response does?
Each precinct, which there are 9 precincts, 10 if you count the traffic unit, they have their own sergeants, detectives like me that handle all their cases in that precinct. They work 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. When they go home, we have a felony response Charlie shift, which is 4 p.m. to midnight, and then my shift, which is felony response midnight to 8 a.m. We handle all the felony cases in the city for all the precincts, so that they can go home and be with their families.
Now, did you become involved in the murder investigation of Danielle and Kennedy Hoyle?
I did.
How did you become involved?
We got a call from the scene lieutenant that the officers had found a car that they at first thought was maybe stolen. It's in an area of Sedgwick and I forget the other street. It's an area where a lot of stolen cars are left, stripped. It was raining. They came across the car, thought it was stolen, ran the tag, sent a car. It didn't come back stolen, but they sent a car to the owner's address. When that car got there, they were asking the mother, you know Danielle Hoyle? I said, yeah, that's my daughter. You know where she's at? No, but she should be with her, I think it was a 2-day-old, 1.5-day-old, 2-day-old newborn. When the cars were over there, the officers on the scene where the car was, the rain had stopped, they got out, they noticed that there were bullet entry holes going into the car. They checked the area, and then they found a body just, I think, south of there in like a little ditch area. I never made the scene, but I know they said it was not far from the car.
And at that point, what did you do next?
I was told to stand by. We sent 2 cars to that scene. 2 of my partners, my investigators, went to the scene where the car was. Another investigator went to the mother's house where the car was registered, Danielle's house. I think her mom's name is April. Sent a car over there. They had me stand by because we knew there should have been a baby there, a newborn. There was no car seat, but there was I guess it was a baby bag, you put Pampers and stuff in maybe, that was there. And they had talked to the mom, the officers had, and so we knew there should be the baby somewhere. We got a body, we believe it was Danielle, and where's the baby? So they had me stand by because they were going to give me information to do a city watch, which was going to be probably turned into an Amber Alert. And so I was standing by at the office for them to get back to me.
And did that become an Amber Alert?
I believe it did, but I can't be for sure. I don't remember if it got that far that quick.
And your city watch was for 2-day-old Kennedy
Kennedy,
Hoyle.
yes.
Now, are you sort of helping coordinate the various scenes at this point?
Kind of. Our lieutenant, who's a step above me as my supervisor, went to the scene where Danielle's car was found, as well as the 2 other investigators.
And to be clear, was that Levi Sedgwick?
Yes, Levi's building, yeah, Levi Sedgwick. And so I was at the office. They would kind of call me because we had another Sergeant Williams was at the mom's house.
Now, at some point in time, did you receive information that a Brandon Isabelle might be involved in the situation?
Yes, ma'am.
And what information did you receive?
The mother had told, April, I believe was her name, had told.
Just a moment, please. Would you like to respond to the objection?
It's effect on the listener to explain the next step that he took based on that information.
And Your Honor, I would submit he should have stated what the next step he took was. He doesn't have to include the hearsay information.
Do you want to rephrase your question so that he can answer it accordingly? I will sustain the objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sergeant Fowler, you already stated that you received information that Brandon Isabelle might be involved in the situation. Is that correct?
Yes.
And taking that information, what did you do next?
I had one of my other partners, Sergeant Rouse, see if he could find some information on Brandon Isabelle. He was able to look up find a Tennessee DL photo of him. He sent it to me.
And when you say DL, do you mean driver's
License, I'm sorry. Driver's license. He sent the picture to me. I sent it to Sergeant Williams, who was on the scene with Danielle's mom, April. And I asked her, I said, ask her mother if this is Brandon Isabelle, the baby's father. And she asked her, and she sent back a message to me and said, yes, this is Brandon.
And was that your attempt to make sure that everyone was talking about the same person?
Yes.
Now, did you end up going to 5061 Stacy Road?
I did later on, yes.
And what was located, well, why did you go to that location?
Lieutenant Taylor called me from the scene, she was at the scene of where the original car was found, Danielle's car was found. There was information that Brandon's car was there, and they wanted a search warrant for the car, and I believe, I don't know if he was dating the girl, I can't remember her name, it starts with an A.
Was it Artesia?
Artesia. She lived at that house where the car was on Stacy. And I guess they had been there before he was located in Cordova. So they wanted me to give him a warrant for his car and her room in that house.
I am going to hand you a stack of photographs.
Okay.
I would like you to just take a look through the photographs, see if you recognize them.
Yes, ma'am, I do recognize all these pictures.
Okay. Now, you were saying that there was a search warrant for a vehicle at Stacy Road.
Yes,
Was that a Chevy Malibu?
it was.
And was there also a search warrant for the house at Stacy Road?
Yes, ma'am.
And those photographs that you just looked through, are those from both the house and the Chevy Malibu on Stacy Road?
Yes, they are.
And were you present for the search of those locations?
I was.
Your Honor, I'd ask that those be state's exhibits in sequential order, 67 through 75. Your Honor, may I have permission to publish?
Go ahead, please.
Now, Sergeant Fowler, go one by one here. This is for the record.
Yes.
This is Exhibit 67. What are we seeing here?
You're looking at the front of the house on Stacy, and the vehicle that I had the search warrant for that belongs to Brandon.
And
Was
to
registered.
be clear, is that 5061 Stacy Road?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's in Memphis, Shelby County, Tennessee?
It is.
Now, Exhibit 68, what are we saying?
That's Brandon's car.
And could you read that tag number?
It is 3 November 3, 6 Hotel 5.
And what kind of vehicle was that?
That's a Chevy Malibu, white in color.
And was that registered to Brandon Isabelle?
It is, it was.
And what are we seeing in this photograph?
That's the trunk. The trunk is open. You're looking at the front of the trunk. Those are a pair of Adidas slides. They're black in color with white stripes and white Adidas on them with what appeared to be possible trace amounts of blood on them.
And to be clear, were those in the trunk of the Chevy Malibu?
They were.
And we have Exhibit 70. What are we seeing here?
That is the center console. That is an empty Kydex holster, which Kydex is like a plastic kind of holster, kind of like we carry, but it's just cheaper kind, if you will. It's just a plastic holster.
For a gun?
For a gun, yes. For a gun.
Thank you. Okay. And then what are we seeing here?
That is also the center console, and that is a Glock magazine that contained 16 9mm live rounds in it. That was also in the center console.
And so that is in the same console where the holster was found?
Yeah, center console between the driver and passenger seat.
And this would be Exhibit 71? What are we seeing here?
That is the front passenger floorboard, and that is an Apple Watch that's on its side, and it had a cracked front screen.
All right, and Exhibit 73?
That is a pair of, that's the front passenger seat, and right there where the placard number 6 is, you can see a pair of black gloves with some writing on them. On one of the gloves there, you can kind of see a cocklebur, which is one of those sticky, little prickly, it's a weed that they grow in by rivers, watery areas, but they can grow in fields too. And so we saw that and thought that was kind of odd, so we decided to take those right away.
And we're looking at Exhibit 74. Is this a closer look at those gloves?
Yes, that's a closer look at the gloves, and you can see the cocklebur would be the right hand, right here where the pinky meets
The little
the hand. Yeah.
brown right here.
Yeah, yeah.
And Exhibit 74, or I'm sorry, 75. What are we seeing right here?
That's, you got some Walmart bags with, it looks like kind of a stuffed animal and some other miscellaneous child stuff in there. We didn't really go through that a whole lot. We kind of went through, it looks like mostly child's clothing and stuff like that.
Was it baby items?
Yes.
And did that kind of end your involvement in the case?
Yeah, well, after that, we did go and serve the search warrant on the house as well.
And were you out there with Crime Scene Officer Cole?
I was. He took the pictures.
And so with felony response, is it fair to call felony response kind of the after hours investigators?
Yes. If you get a homicide or sex crimes, missing person, drive-by shooting, robberies, any kind of felony at night, we go to it first.
And then do you hand that off to the appropriate bureau?
Yes.
And so in this particular case, would it have been handed off to homicide?
To homicide, yeah. They get called, in the case of homicides, they get called right after we're sent to the scene. We start doing their job. Within half hour to an hour, they meet us. We update them with what we got, tell them, here's what I did. I've got witnesses, suspects, whatever the case may be. Here's what we've done. Hand it off to them, and then we just help them, whatever they need.
You lend support as needed?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness.
I have no questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You may step down.
The state's next witness will be Artesia Stewart.
Ms. Stewart, come forward. Watch your step. Stand right here, face your honor, raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please have a seat, watch your step, and speak up for the benefit of Madam Court Reporter, please.
Would you please state and spell your name for the jury?
My name is Artisha Stewart. That is spelled A-R-T-E-S-H-A. Stewart, S-T-E-W-A-R-T.
And how old are you, Stuart?
I'm 27.
Have you always lived in Memphis?
Yes.
And where do you work?
I'm working at FedEx right now.
About how long have you worked at FedEx?
On and off roughly, I want to say about, well, I want to say since I was 19.
And do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
1.
And what's your child's name?
Aaliyah.
And how old is she?
4.
I want to take you back to 2021. Where were you living at that time?
Living with my mom
And where was that?
in Memphis.
I'm sorry?
In Memphis.
Okay. And what was your street address?
5061 Stacy Road.
I'm going to show you what has previously been entered as Exhibit 67. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And what is that a picture of?
My house.
Now, where were you working back in 2021?
FedEx.
And did you meet someone by the name of Brandon Isabelle?
Yes.
Did he also work at FedEx?
Yes.
Do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Would you please point to and describe something he's wearing?
With the black and blue shirt and black tie.
Judge, I would ask that the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Now, did you actually meet Mr. Isabelle at FedEx when you were working?
Yes.
And at some point, did you start dating?
Yes.
Do you remember about when that was?
June 2021.
And where did he live when you first met?
He lived in Cordova on his own. What is that?
Where, I'm sorry?
He lived in Cordova.
Was he living with anyone at that time?
No,
Was it a house or an apartment?
apartment.
And at that time, were you aware whether he was married or single?
At that time, from what I know, he was single. And then I found out he was married.
And to your understanding, were he and his wife separated?
Yes.
And do you recall what her name was?
Yes.
What is her name?
Zaria.
Now, did they have any children?
Yes.
How many?
1.
And what was that child's name?
Kingston.
And do you recall back in 2021, early 2022, how old Kingston was?
5.
Now, you said that you had one child, Aaliyah. Is Brandon Aaliyah's father?
No.
Did you have Aaliyah before you were in a relationship with Brandon?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to take you back to January of 2022. At that point in time, about how long had you and the defendant, Mr. Isabelle, been dating?
Can you repeat that?
Okay. Back in January of 2022, were you still dating Mr. Isabelle?
We were on and off dating.
And about how long had you been in a relationship, whether it was off or on?
6 months.
And at that point in time, had he moved to a different place?
Yes.
where was he living then?
His parents.
Did they also live in Cordova?
Yes.
And were they in a house or an apartment?
House.
Now, did you know someone by the name of Danielle Hoyle?
Yes.
How did you know Danielle?
Through Brent.
Did Danielle also work with you guys at FedEx?
Yes.
And did you become aware that the defendant and Danielle had had a sexual relationship at some point?
Yes.
Now, while you and the defendant were dating, did you and Danielle have any confrontations?
Yes.
And when you say confrontations, what are you talking about?
More so of a he say, she say confrontation type thing.
Are we talking physical confrontations?
No.
Are we talking verbal confrontations?
Yes.
Did those happen face to face?
No.
How would those happen?
Through, like, someone would say something, bring it back to me. She would say, I would say something, then bring it back to her.
And would some of this stuff occur like over text messages?
Yes.
Now, did you become aware during that time period that you were dating the defendant that Danielle was pregnant?
Yes.
And what did the defendant tell you about Danielle as far as the paternity of her baby?
He wasn't sure if the baby was his or not.
Did he tell you that there was a possibility it was his?
Yes.
So I want to go to mid-January of 2022. What was the status of your relationship with the defendant?
We were broken up.
Is that something that had occurred multiple times in your relationship?
Yes.
Breaking up and getting back together?
Yes.
Was it sort of a constant of your relationship?
Yes.
Did you and the defendant have nicknames for each other?
Yes.
What were they?
Pudding and white and cookie.
And so who was Cookie
Me.
and who was Puddin'?
Brent.
And is it fair for me to assume Wifey was you as well?
Yes.
Have the two of you talked about getting married at some point?
Yes.
Did he at some point give you a promise ring?
Yes.
Now, in late January, how far along was Danielle in her pregnancy?
About to give birth in January.
Okay. And during that time period, how would you describe your relationship with the defendant?
Can you repeat that?
Okay, during that time period, late January, how would you describe your relationship with Mr. Isabelle? Was everything great? Were you guys still doing your breakup, get back together? Just describe for the jury what the status was.
Yeah, breaking up and getting back together.
Is it fair to say it was a little rocky?
Yes.
And during that time period, did you start seeing other guys?
Yes.
Did the defendant find out about that?
Yes.
Now, how did you feel about the defendant possibly having another child?
I wasn't too fond of it. Wasn't sure about continuing the dating.
And did you express that to him?
Yes.
Did the two of you text pretty frequently?
Yes.
What was your phone number at that time?
It was 901-896-5848.
Now, I want to take you to the early morning of January 31st of 2022. Were you and the defendant texting with each other?
Yes.
What was going on in those early morning hours?
I want to say he was with Danielle and I was at home, and we pretty much talked that morning after he was at the hospital.
Okay, so before we get to that, so early morning, January 31st of 2022, are you and the defendant texting back and forth?
Yes.
And what is your understanding as to where he is at that time?
He was at the hospital.
Was Danielle having the baby?
Yes.
And what was the tone of your text messages at that point?
Pretty much more so me being upset and him being upset, and pretty much me being over the relationship.
I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing her. If we could just ask her to keep her voice up.
Keep your voice up.
Thank you.
Please. Thank you. Could you repeat what you just said, that last sentence?
The last sentence?
Yes.
Pretty much over the relationship.
Now, you mentioned that later that morning, after Kennedy was born, you met up with the defendant. Is that right?
Yes.
And where did you guys meet up?
Mud out.
Was that somewhere that you had met up in the past?
Yes.
And why did you meet up there?
To talk to the defendant.
Were you talking about your relationship?
Yes.
At that point, did anything get resolved?
No.
Did you want the defendant to get a paternity test on Kennedy?
Yes.
And did you actually end up buying a paternity test for him?
Yes.
And where did you buy that?
Walgreens.
And did you get that paternity test to the defendant?
Yes.
Where did you take it?
Well, he took it. I took it to him at the hospital.
Now, I'm going to take you to the night of February 1st of 2022. Where were you at the beginning of that evening?
At the beginning of that evening, I was at home.
And is that at the Stacy Roadhouse?
Yes.
And what were you doing?
Pretty much just planning my daughter's birthday, my birthday, just at home.
Now, at the beginning of the evening, did you have Aaliyah?
Yes.
Did you keep her the whole night?
No.
Where did she go?
With her father.
Did he come pick her up?
Yes.
And later that night, did you end up going out?
Yes.
Now, before you went out, were you supposed to meet Mr. Isabelle that evening?
Yes.
Do you remember about what time that was supposed to happen?
6.
And where were you supposed to meet?
At my house.
Why were you meeting?
He wanted to talk to me and my mom about our relationship.
Do you know why you wanted to talk to your mom?
With her finding out about Danielle having a baby. So she found out about him having a baby, him being separated, and she felt like there was no more of the relationship that needed to be. So I guess with her knowing, he wanted to talk to me and her about.
Are you and your mom close?
Yes.
Is she a protective mom?
Yes.
Does she want the best for you?
Yes.
Now, did he ever show up to that meeting?
No.
Was there anything significant about February 1st?
It was Brandon's birthday.
And do you recall how old he was turning in 2022?
26.
Now, throughout that night of February 1st, 2022, did the defendant text you?
Yes.
We talked about this a little bit, but did you stay at Stacy Road all night?
No.
Where did you go?
I went to my cousin's house,
And what's your cousin's name?
my Asia.
Is she your blood cousin?
No, we just grew up together.
Is she someone you've known for a long time?
Yes.
And was it early evening that you went to see Myasia or later? Do you remember?
Late evening, I want to say around 10 o'clock.
And why were you going to meet Myasia?
I went to give her a deposit for my nails for my birthday.
And where did Myasia live at that time?
I can't give the direct address, but it was between North 2nd and Chelsea
And was she living in a house or apartments?
apartment.
At that time, what kind of car were you driving?
A 2018 Kia Soul.
Do you recall about how long you stayed at Myasia's?
Until 11.
And where did you go after that?
I was headed to Dixie Queen
Why were you going to Dixie Queen?
to get something to eat.
Now, during this night, are you still texting with Mr. Isabelle?
Yes.
Do you recall if he asked you to get anything at Dixie Queen?
Yes.
Was that a little out of the ordinary?
Yes.
Why is that?
He normally doesn't eat Dixie Queen.
Now, when you were still out and about, did Mr. Isabelle share his location with you?
Yes.
Do you recall where that location was?
Walgreens at Elvis Presley and Raines.
Was that something that the two of you normally did in your relationship, share locations?
No.
Was it odd to you?
Yes.
Back at that time, what kind of vehicle did the defendant drive?
A Chevy Malibu,
And do you remember what color it was?
white.
I'm going to show you a picture, Exhibit 68, and see if you recognize it. Do you recognize that vehicle?
Yes.
Is that Brandon Isabel's Chevy Malibu?
Yes.
Was he driving it that night?
Yes.
Did the two of you arrange to meet up?
Yes.
And where were you going to meet?
My house.
Now, who got to your house first?
Brandon.
And when you pulled up, where was he?
At my house.
Was he inside or outside?
Outside.
Was he coming out of the house or was he standing outside?
Coming out of the house.
And what happened when he came out of the house?
I was trying to park my car normally under the tree where his car is located. I tried to park my car right there.
Let me stop you just 1 second. Let me go back to exhibit. This will be exhibit 67. Okay. So where would you normally park?
Under the tree, which is to the right of the Chrysler.
So over in this area?
Yes.
Okay. And then, so you pulled up, and what happened next?
I was trying to get him to move his car so I can park to have him drive his car because he told me that he went and got gas. I didn't have any gas in my car. So when I told him to move his car, he told me we didn't have any time to move my vehicle, so we had to drive my car
And where were you going?
to his mom's house.
Why?
He told me that he got a call from Danielle's brother and that Danielle was missing and that he wanted to talk to Brandon about Danielle's whereabouts.
And so you left Stacy to go to, and to be clear, are we talking about Mr. Isabel's mom's house?
Yes,
And is that the house in Cordova?
yes,
And who was driving?
me,
And to be clear, whose car were you in?
my car.
How was he behaving when you were in the car?
He was pretty much on his phone a lot, texting a lot.
Having been in a relationship with him for a while, was he acting like he usually did?
No,
What happened when you got to his parents' house?
when we got to his parents' house, he went in, I stayed in the car for a minute, and then I got out. And when we went inside, Brandon was crying to his parents.
When you got to their house, did you have any weapons with you?
Yes,
What did you have with you?
I had my Smith & Wesson 40 caliber and a lime green bag.
And why did you have this with you?
After the phone call that Brandon's father had with Danielle's brother, that I think he got a text from some guy named Cortez, and he said that they was gonna come.
Just a second. There's an objection?
Withdrawn.
Go ahead, please.
He received a text message from someone named Cortez, and that they said they was gonna come and do something. So, with my defense, I went and got my weapons out of my car.
Now, did you normally have your gun with you?
Yes,
Did you normally have the bat in your car?
yes,
And did you move those items into the Blackberry house?
yes.
Now, while you were there, were the police called?
Yes,
And do you recall who called the police?
yes.
Who was it?
Brandon's mom.
And did officers arrive on the scene?
Yes,
Were you eventually taken down to the homicide office downtown?
yes,
And did you give a statement to them?
yes,
Do you remember how long you were there?
yes.
How long?
8 hours.
Now, did you end up giving the police your phone?
Yes,
And did you agree to allow them to search it?
yes.
I'm going to show you a couple of photographs and see if you recognize them. We'll take a look at those. Do you recognize those photos?
Yes,
And are those photos of your car that you were driving that night?
yes,
Did the police actually tell you to search your car?
yes,
I'm going to ask that those be the next exhibits. Exhibit 76 and 77. May I have permission to publish, Your Honor?
Go ahead, please.
What is that a picture of?
my car.
And what is that a photo of?
My daughter's tablet, my daughter's face mask, her top, and 2 drinks, and the discount bag.
And was that the food you picked up that night?
Yes,
Did you even get a chance to eat it?
no,
Now, during your relationship with the defendant, did he have a gun at that time?
Yes.
And do you recall what kind of gun?
Glock, but it's a 9mm.
Where would he normally keep it?
On his person.
Did he keep it in a waistband or pocket? Would
Inside holster.
that evening, when you got to Stacy Road, was that the first time you saw Mr. Isabelle that evening?
That evening, yes.
Artisha, just to be clear, you said that you saw the defendant at Stacy Road for the first time that night, is that
Yes.
right? Had you seen him earlier that day of February 1st, 2022?
Yes.
And was that briefly at his house?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness.
Eric, can we just take a second to switch over? If that's-
Just a moment, please. You want a 5-minute break? Jury out?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a 5-minute break. No discussion of anything. If you need any coffee or water, let us know.
Excuse me, you know what's on your step.
Thank you. Ms. Stewart, I'm going to ask you to step down in these next 5 minutes. You are still under oath. You are not to discuss your testimony with anyone. And we'll call you back up whenever defense is ready. Recess.
What stands in recess?
someone have the remote?
Oh, I do. That, we figured it out to where we don't have to disconnect and
I
reconnect.
heard that Ms. Timmerman paid you a visit.
She did, she did.
Don't lose that, please.
I will not, I
Thank you.
promise. Oh, and Your Honor, Mr. Massey we're not able to get a color exhibit printed. Can we substitute this tomorrow morning with the color version of it? When we publish it, it will be in color.
You will advise the court of what that exactly is, and when you try to enter it, you'll let me know and you'll identify it on the record so that I can write it down and Madam Court Reporter will know exactly what we're subbing out
Yes, Your Honor.
tomorrow.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm at 70. Yeah.
Where is the witness? Okay, I see her now. Mr. Christensen, I could not see her.
Madam Jury in the courtroom. Ms. Stewart.
And Ms. Stewart, if you'll please come forward and take the witness stand
Watch step.
again, please. Before we broke, I indicated to you that you are still under oath. Mr. Massey has some questions for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, Ms. Stewart. You met Brandon, I believe, at FedEx
Yes,
in 2021
yes,
and began dating around June. You knew him before you began dating him, right?
yes.
Okay. You began dating him around June,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fair to say both of you were very attracted to each other.
Yes,
Kind of both fell hard into each other.
yes,
And fell in love with each other.
yes,
And you had a daughter named Aaliyah.
yes.
How was Brandon around Aaliyah?
He was very friendly, very caring for her.
And there were many occasions that he professed his love to you,
Yes,
both in person and on text.
yes,
And vice versa, you did the same with him.
yes,
He wanted you to marry him,
yes,
and you wanted to marry him.
yes,
If things could be, I mean, if we could get this drama that was all going on, so
yes.
we pass you up this plate. Thank you, Ms. Hall. Ask you if you could recognize that.
Yes,
And that's a text from you, isn't it?
yes,
And who is it to?
Brandon.
Okay. And what does it say? Read it to the jury, please.
The whole thing, or, okay. I said, well, I sent the picture, and I texted him, and I said, I just want you to be my protector, my home, my peace. Most importantly, my husband, I love you. And he texted me back, and he said, I love you too, baby. Do I read the cutoff?
I'll put it up on the screen. Thank you. Third item, in recess, the next numbered exhibit. Thank you, Mr. Wood. Now, public.
Go ahead, please.
This is a picture of you and Brandon together.
Yes,
He was all smiles then, wasn't it?
yes,
And you told him you wanted, most importantly to do, you wanted him to be your husband.
yes,
And he wrote you back, texted you back, and said, really the same thing back to you, I love you.
yes,
And when I love hard. I told you my goal yesterday over dinner, and that's my desire. We fought too much. And then there's more of the text evidently cut off. But you two had discussed being married
yes,
and kind of formalizing your relationship.
yes,
And to you, I believe, a relationship, it was like a statement, wasn't it?
can you repeat that?
A relationship was like a statement of your relationship with each other.
Yes,
Let me pass you this. Give you back behind it, please.
yes,
John, I'd ask that we made the next number exhibit, please. And that would publish that, please.
Yes, please.
Thank you. And who's the lady in the white t-shirt?
me,
And what is that on your hand?
a ring,
And how did you come to have that ring on your hand?
Brandon bought it for me for Christmas.
Was it also a proposal?
No,
Was it a pre-proposal? Kind of
promise ring, yes,
promisal. And it was promising you that you would, that things were gonna work out and you two were gonna get married.
yes,
And the letter that he wrote you there, again professing his love.
yes,
This love I have for you is so unconditional. I want to give you my all. You're growing into the woman I want to spend my life with every day, baby. You changed me and my ways. And you liked getting those letters from him at the
Yes.
time,
yes,
right? And you would send him back sweet letters for him, or
yes,
text.
yes,
And I believe at that Christmas time, when you got that ring, he also did a video of you opening it.
yes,
And a picture where you showed the jury. One of the nicknames he gave you was Wifey.
yes,
Right? Along with Cookie.
mm,
And you called him Puddin'?
yes,
What is that? Cookie and Puddin'?
just names, nicknames, what
His
you say.
nicknames, must be affectionate names.
Yes,
There was a problem with your relationship, right?
yes,
That problem was Brandon was still married,
yes,
although he was in a divorce, right?
yes,
And he had a child
yes,
named Kingston,
yes,
and they were having a big custody battle over Kingston.
yes,
And Kingston came to your house a lot of times, didn't he? Or a
Yeah.
number of times.
mm,
pretty good kid.
Yes.
And in addition to Zaria, he was having the divorce battle with, custody battle with, he also had with Danielle Hoyle, right?
Yes.
Or he had been with her, and she had become pregnant,
Yes.
and she was expecting a baby.
Yes.
And so this caused you concern. You didn't know if you wanted to commit to this, did you?
Yes.
But you loved him.
Yes.
But it was just, you had some concerns that you wanted ironed out.
Yes.
Were you and Brandon ever living together?
No.
One of your concerns was, I believe, that you were concerned about taking on 2 other kids.
Yes.
And if one kid's hard, and when you get 3, it's real hard.
Yes.
And you weren't really fond of the idea of having more children.
Yes.
And one thing that you felt, I think, is it fair to say you felt very strongly that if Brandon loves you, that he ought to be there with you.
Yes.
And not having to run around and do things for Danielle.
No.
No? Like having to go take things up to the hospital?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. One of the things you didn't like was him not putting his foot down, right?
Yes.
And one of the things he was not putting his foot down about is Danielle and his family and her family calling him when they needed something. And
No.
he wouldn't be with you, and he'd say, I've got to go, and run over and do something.
Are you just referring to Danielle, or are you referring to Zaria and Danielle?
Well, of course, he had that probably from both.
Yeah.
Did he not? Of course, Danielle was pregnant during this time. Zaria already had Kingston, and they were fighting again anyway.
Yes.
Did y'all do much talking with Zaria?
No.
She was not easy to talk with, was she?
No.
Both of you, is it fair to say both of you questioned whether or not the child that Danielle was delivering, whether Brandon was the father?
Yes.
And that was important to you, and you wanted that resolved too, didn't you?
Yes.
And this whole situation caused you a lot of stress,
No.
didn't?
No.
Okay. Sometimes didn't you feel like it was difficult to go forward with the relationship under those
Yes.
circumstances? That's the stress I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay? So it would be fair to say that does cause problems with your relationship prospering
Yes.
and developing and becoming a marriage and a family.
Yes.
And I'm going to state ask you, you two, as attracted as you were to each other, there was still on again, off again, break up, get back together, break up, make up, right?
Yes.
Now, most of the time, who was it breaking up?
Me.
Wasn't him, but hardly ever was it.
No.
And when you did break off from him, he would beg you to come back.
Yes.
And that happened more than once.
Yes.
Now, it happened each time y'all let her break up.
Yes.
And you would let him beg his way back
Yes.
because you loved him too,
Yes.
despite the situation.
Yes.
I want to talk to you now about January the 31st. That was the day that Kennedy was born. Is that right?
Yes.
And did you talk to Danielle that day?
Yes.
Did you talk to Danielle while she was at the hospital?
Yes.
Did you talk to her while she was in labor?
No.
Right before she had the baby?
After.
You talked to her after she had the baby?
Yes.
And your body DNA test,
Yes.
did you bring it to the hospital?
Yes.
And you and Brandon had discussed this DNA test a number of times, had you not?
Yes.
And the purpose was to see if he was the father.
Yes.
And Danielle wanted him to sign the birth certificate after Kennedy was born. She didn't want him to, did you?
No.
Was a swab done that day for the DNA test on Kennedy?
To my knowledge, yes, that's what I was told.
I want to talk to you now about February the 1st. Let me go back just a bit. On the 31st, you come up to the hospital, you talked to Danielle, and did you talk to Brandon?
Yes.
Where had you been before going to the hospital?
I was at a friend's house in Frazier.
Okay. Was he with you? Was Brandon with you?
No.
How did you know to come to the hospital?
I was talking to Brandon.
Okay.
Texting.
You all talked a lot on the phone, didn't you?
Yes.
You FaceTime a lot too?
Yes.
And even when you broke up, had one of these break apart, you would still text
Yes.
and talk
Yes.
and FaceTime.
Yes.
You just wouldn't meet personally when you were having these
Yes.
breakups. On February the 1st, you had to work at FedEx, right?
Yes.
And while you were traveling there, you were on the phone with Brandon.
Yes.
And before you got to work, you had to drop your daughter, Leah. How old was she? Was she then?
Then she was 11 months.
And you had to drop her off at your god aunt's house.
Yes.
And that was in Cordova.
Yes.
And generally, oftentimes your aunt, your god aunt, would be able to keep Leah for you all day while you worked.
Yes.
But this day she couldn't, could she?
No.
She had somewhere she had to be, and so you left for early.
Yes.
About 12:30,
Yes.
and you picked up Aaliyah,
Yes.
and that was at the Cordova house where your god aunt lived.
Yes.
And that road, that street that your god aunt lives on, is the same street that Brandon's parents lived.
No,
Real close?
it's close.
Okay. And on the way back from picking Aaliyah up, did you see his car was there?
Yes,
Did you stop?
yes.
Were you making up by this time, or was this still in flux as far as your relationship?
It was still rocky.
Still right?
Yes.
You still wasn't sure, right?
Yes,
He was sure, you just weren't sure, right?
yes.
When you stopped at his house, did you stay there long? Did you guys talk a long time there?
Not to what I remember now.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because I know you said to the state a moment ago that you went down to the Harbor Town and talked with him, met him there and talked.
Yes, on the 31st.
That was on the 31st. Okay. All right. What did y'all talk about?
We talked about our relationship.
And how you could fix it? Or what? How it could.
Wasn't sure. Wasn't sure about the relationship.
What you could do about it? Make it work, whether or not you were willing to
Yes,
give into this? It was a big commitment, wasn't it?
yes,
And you were very cautious about it,
yes,
and reluctant about it,
yes,
even though you loved him and wanted him to be your husband.
yes.
How long did you stay at Brandon's house when you were when you stopped on the way back from your guidance?
I think I lived, how long did I stay?
Yeah,
I
you remember, I
stayed
know it's not
probably,
exact.
I want to say about 15, 10 minutes, 30 minutes off.
And when you stopped, was Brandon crying?
Yes,
I believe you were asked, was he crying real tears? And the answer was
yes,
yes. Why?
about our relationship.
About you, right?
Yes.
He loved you, he
Yes,
wanted you with him.
yes.
Did you resolve anything at that time?
No.
Did you hug?
Can you repeat that?
Did you hug? Did you hug? Were you physical at all while you were at his house?
No.
Just talk.
Yes.
And I guess one of the things that I think you used the word drama when you talked about it previously.
Yes.
You weren't the one bringing the drama. He was the one bringing the drama with a child and married,
Yes.
and with Danielle, and she's delivering soon.
Yes.
You got 2 women there and children.
Yes.
And that's the drama, and but you didn't know if you wanted to step into it.
Yes.
But you didn't always have it, did you?
No.
You told him, though, that y'all worked together and you cared about him.
I guess, yes.
So,
Yes.
but you told him you didn't want to deal with that drama.
Yeah.
Okay. And that you shouldn't have to.
Yes.
And you left Brandon's, you went home.
Yes.
Stayed there most of the day?
Yes.
With Aaliyah?
Yes.
With your mom?
Yes.
Is your mom working?
No,
She's babysitting Aaliyah a lot, honestly.
yes,
Grandmothers love to do that, don't
yes,
they? And sometime late that evening, probably around 10 o'clock, that's when you went to your cousin's house,
yes,
apartment.
yes,
And apartment number 306.
yes,
And you got there probably in the neighborhood at 10:30 at night.
yes,
That's on the first, right? February
Yes.
1st. And you didn't stop on the way over there anywhere else.
no,
You went straight to her place because Brandon was coming to your house later.
yes,
And you let your mom know,
yes,
and she would let him in that way.
yes,
Your cousin's apartment, was that in the Harbor Town area?
no. Downtown area, Chelsea and Second.
But to go to that place, wouldn't you go over the bridge like it goes into Harbor Town
No,
on AWS?
no,
While you were at your cousin's, and I think you went there to put down a deposit, right?
yes,
For your nails, to get your nails done?
yes.
How much did it cost to get your nails done?
To get my nails done in total or the deposit?
Is it that big?
I did my deposit for 60. My nails overall was 85.
Okay. And Brandon texted you while you were at your cousin's.
Yes,
Where are you? Right?
yes,
Because he was already at your house.
yes,
And didn't you give him your location in, your locator where you push it on your phone and he can tell where you are?
yes,
Okay. You sent your location to him, that's the, what I'm looking for.
yes,
Okay. And told him that you're on the way. They're coming home.
yes,
And that was probably in the neighborhood of 11:30.
yes,
You stopped by one Dixie Queen that was closed.
yes,
Stopped by the second one that was still open.
yes,
And so you went in and got some food.
yes,
Took it with you.
yes,
While, since you were just leaving your cousin's, Brandon went to Walgreens.
yes.
And how do you know that?
He sent his location.
The location services showed him going to Walgreens.
Yes,
And you got you a single rose, a red rose?
I wasn't aware of it.
Okay. Did you come to find out later
Yes,
that you a red rose and some candy?
yes,
When you got home, he was very anxious. Is that a fair description?
yes,
And he told you about the brother contacting him on Facebook.
yes,
And he told you about the brother saying that Danielle's car was missing, and she was missing, and the baby was missing.
He told me that Danielle's car been found abandoned and they wanted to talk to him about her whereabouts.
Okay. And they wanted to come talk to him.
Yes,
He asked if they could come to your place,
yes,
and you said,
no,
you said more than no. You said
Yeah.
H no, right?
yes,
Okay. And you meant that.
yes,
So he gave him his mom and dad's location,
Yes,
and you guys went over there.
yes,
Did you feel like he may be in danger?
no,
They were mad at it. Right?
yes,
Didn't the threatening text that I think you talked about at the state say, hey bitch, we're gonna come, we're gonna come see you?
yes,
So that's a threatening text.
yes,
And, well, when you went over to his parents' home, you took your pistol,
yes,
.40 caliber,
yes,
and you carried it in your backpack.
yes,
You had your backpack with you,
yes,
and you had your, what'd you say it was, a lime bat?
yes, lime green,
Lime green baseball bat.
yes.
And why did you bring those things?
Once I heard about the text message, that's when I got my weapons, because at that moment, I felt like I was in danger.
And you already said he was anxious. You felt like he may be threatened too? Certainly his mom did.
Yes,
Because once you got to his house and the telephone call to his dad and this last threatening text, that's when his mom called the police.
yes,
Along with the bat, did you leave the machete, it wasn't quite a machete, but it was like a machete, in the car?
yes,
You didn't take it in with you?
no,
And you were gonna stand by Brandon
yes,
in this time of trouble? Right? Because
Yes.
you still looking at him.
yes,
At one point, I think, the state was asking you about Brandon wanting to talk to your mom,
yes,
and he didn't get to talk to her, I don't think, at that time, he texted.
no,
No? Let me pass this up to you, see if you recognize it. Thank you. Does that help refresh your memory?
yes, in December,
Not sure exactly when that was, because there's no date there on it, I don't believe.
it is,
There is, what is the date, please?
December 23rd,
Okay. That was right around the time that you got the ring.
yes,
Did you buy him a ring, did I ask you that?
can you repeat that?
Did you buy him a ring also? Did you not give it to him?
No,
You want her to ask that we made an exhibit, please?
This is 3 pages, collective 80, or do you want to do 80, 81, 82?
Oh, oh,
Thank you.
May I publish this, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
You do one at a time, and I can do it. My poor eyes can't see that. This is a text that Brandon sent to your family, right, trying to tell him how much he loved you.
Yes.
It says, y'all might have heard this before, but I love Artesia so much, y'all, like for real. I feel she changed me. Used to be a cheater to my old women, but I don't even do that anymore, honestly. 100%. I've given her my full undivided attention, affection, love, and faithfulness. I think she makes me a better father, honestly. This was on the 23rd, right? What day did he give you that ring? Was it on Christmas Day or
Christmas.
Christmas Day?
Mhm.
This was right before he gave you the ring.
Yes.
She mean a lot to him, and now he just wants to spoil you. And basically, he's telling your family what a wonderful person you are,
Yes.
and how much he loves you,
Yes.
and how much he wants to be a part of your life.
Yes.
And if I may pass this text up to you. And if you could help with the time frame on that a little bit too, please.
Well, it don't have a time frame on it.
Do you recall that one? Is that from you or is that from him?
From me.
You recognize it as being from you?
Yes.
I'd answer that would be made the next number of exhibit.
That's 2 pages, collective 81 is where I am. Thank you.
I think it would be fair to say that's close to around January 26th. Would you? Because after the rain thing in December.
I don't remember.
Don't remember? Okay. And basically what this is said, the jury can read it when they're in the back with it, but if you tell him how much you love him.
Yes.
It's almost what apologizing for some of the times that you back away. And it was just a tough situation, wasn't it?
Yes.
At the last of it, you say you're my first real relationship, and hopefully my last. And you signed that to Isabelle's.
Yes.
That was because you wanted to be his wife.
Yes.
Last one I'll pass up to you, please. Is the January 31st date. sent a text on the January 31st of 2022.
Yes.
And is it from Brandon to you?
Can you repeat it?
Is it from Brandon to you?
Yes.
And in it, what does he tell you?
Basically that he loves me.
I'd ask that they made the next exhibit, Your Honor, please.
To be clear, earlier, before we started, this is the one that you want to basically use as a placeholder until we can get a color copy we anticipate on tomorrow.
We're going to show it as a color copy, but we're going to replace it with a color copy.
For the purposes of the record, this is going to be 82 that has to be swapped out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that, do we have a number to give it for the?
82?
May I publish it on?
It's published, Mr. Massey.
Can you make that bigger? Okay. Again, on January 31st, he's writing to you, calling you wifey,
Yes.
saying he's basically looking forward to spending his life with you.
Yes.
And telling you he loves you.
Yes.
One moment, please, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Wood. No further questions.
Any redirect from the state?
Just briefly, Your Honor. Ms. Stewart, the night of February 1st of 2022, you testified that you and Brandon were texting throughout the night, is that right?
Yes.
And when you ended up meeting up in your vehicle, did he tell you whether he had seen Danielle that night?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
He said that he met her at a MAPCO in exchange of baby clothes.
Now, I want to just briefly talk to you about that last exhibit, Exhibit 82. Okay, so you said this green portion, that is a message that Mr. Isabelle sent to you, is that correct?
Yes.
And the blue portion, is that your response?
Yes.
Are you able to read that to the jury?
Yes. I said, just take care of your children, Brandon.
That's all I have.
Mr. Massey?
Dr. Reed, Nancy told us, just take care of your children, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, you may step down. Please approach. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, please. State of Tennessee.
Yes, Your Honor. The state of Tennessee calls Sergeant Jason Bledsoe.
Sergeant Bledsoe, come forward. Watch your step. Stand right here, face your and raise your right hand.
Hello. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate your time. Do you swear to solemnly tell the truth? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you, sir. Watch your step. Speak up. Madam.
Please state and spell your name.
Yes, sir. My name is Jason Bledsoe, Jasonbledsoe,
Where do you work?
the Memphis Police Department.
Do you have a rank at the police department?
I'm a sergeant.
And Sergeant Bledsoe, how long have you been with the Memphis Police Department?
A little over 24 years now.
What's your current job assignment there?
With the Digital Forensic Unit, we examine the mobile devices from bureaus, mainly homicide.
So when you say mobile devices, what are you talking about?
Cell phones, tablets, even a drone if one was brought in.
Do you have any training or experience in relation to evaluating mobile devices?
I do, yes, sir.
What type of training experience?
It's kind of a long story. I'll try to make it short for you the best I can. 1993, I joined the United States Air Force. I did active duty for about 6.5 years. 2000, I got out and joined the Air National Guard. Following that year, I joined the Memphis Police Department. And in 2007, I got called back to the military. I got detailed to the United States Army Counter-Drug Task Force. And they trained me to be an intelligence analyst, and I was assigned to the Drug Enforcement Administration here in Memphis, Tennessee. During my 2 years with them, I was trained to use Celebrite. Celebrite's software and hardware that is able to take mobile devices, extract the data without altering it or adding anything to the device, and examine that into a category portion report. From there, they also taught me to use PLX software. PLX software is basically able to take call records, analyze that as well, and make it more understandable. After the 2 years I was there, I went back to the Memphis Police Department, and shortly after I became a task force officer, assigned to the DEA again, and I did approximately 8 years with them, where I was able to use my analytical skills that I learned as being an intelligence analyst for the cases I was working here in Memphis and abroad. In 2019, I got promoted to sergeant, and they moved me to the digital forensic unit. Once I got there, I was trained and recertified to use the Cellbrite software and the PLX, and we also have a software called Great Key. Great Key is another type of tool that's able to extract data from a device without altering or changing anything from that device.
You mentioned the Cellbrite certifications. What certifications do you have?
Currently, I have the Cellbrite and the PLX.
Do you have to do anything to maintain or update those certifications?
Yes, sir. Every 2 years, we get recertified with the Cellbrite software.
In your career, about how many device or mobile device extractions do you think you performed?
To date, I've extracted approximately 1,300 devices.
You're at this time, State of Tennessee would tender Sergeant Bledsoe as an expert in the area of forensic mobile device examinations and extractions.
No objection.
Okay.
Thank you. Sergeant Bledsoe, I'd like to direct your attention back to February 2nd of 2022.
Yes, sir.
Were you working on that day?
I was.
Were you in your current job position at that time?
I was, yes, sir.
Were you involved with an investigation regarding Danielle Hoyle and Kennedy Hoyle, who were missing at the time?
Yes, sir. Earlier that morning, I'm part of the CAR team, which is a child abduction response team. They basically call us in when a child's been abducted here in Memphis. I got called in earlier that morning to see if I could assist on any devices that came in related to that case.
To your knowledge, were there any devices that had been recovered relating to this case?
Yes, sir. We received a device from Brandon and Isabelle's.
And to your knowledge, what was Brandon Isabel's involvement at this point in the investigation?
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend of who?
I can't recall the female's name. I apologize.
Was it the female who was deceased at the time, Danielle Hoyle?
Yes, sir.
And did you receive that cell phone?
I did. Yes.
Here, may I approach, pass an object to the witness?
Yes.
Sergeant Bledsoe, I passed you an object. Would you take a look inside, please, and tell me if you recognize it?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
This is an iPhone 11 Pro with a SIM card attached to the back of it.
Is that the iPhone 11 Pro belonging to Brandon Isabelle that you performed an extraction of?
Yes, it is.
Once you received that phone, what did you do with it?
Once we received the phone, as you can tell, the SIM card was taped to the back of it. The reason we take the SIM card to the back of it, sometimes the investigator couldn't put it in airplane mode, so it wouldn't communicate with the tower. If it was to communicate with the tower, they can actually remotely wipe that device, all the data that's on that device, by logging into their account. So if it wasn't put in airplane mode, we take the SIM card out, tape it to the back, so it will not communicate with the tower. We also, I believe on this case, we were given the passcode for this and also a warrant. So we reviewed the warrant, make sure the warrant had the correct data on it, and the passcode that was given to us, we verified it and locked the device.
Sergeant Bledsoe, is there anything else inside that envelope other than the phone itself?
That's the case that was the device was in.
The case that, the device as you received it?
Yes.
Here on this time, state as to be marked as the next number exhibit number 83.
So this is an envelope containing both the iPhone 11 and a protective case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Sergeant Bledsoe, in preparation for your testimony, did you prepare a PowerPoint to explain the extraction process in the cell phone?
I did, yes, sir.
the court's permission, it has to display that PowerPoint at Monster Bay.
Go ahead, please.
Mayor, may we approach briefly while we're doing that?
Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Bledsoe.
Sergeant Bledsoe, is this the PowerPoint that you prepared?
Yes, sir, it is.
This first slide that you have prepared, is this what is it?
It's just describing the overview of the whole case. We're on February 2nd, 2022. Sergeant Torina brought me a device that belonged to Brandon Isabelle. Also advised that he had a warrant for the device, gave me the passcode, and they were requesting a report of a date range from January 1st to February 2nd, 2022. From here, basically the extraction was done with the gray key. The gray key was able to extract data off the device and use that data to put it in a cell write to make a reader report that it's easier to understand and it's categorized by messages, call logs, stuff like that.
So when you pull information off of a phone using gray key, can you just open it up and look at it on a computer without running it through any type of software?
No, sir. I mean, it's usually put up into a zip file, and gray key's able to put a hash on it to where it's basically, it cannot be altered. And if it was to be altered, that they could run a hasher on it to see if that file has actually changed.
And then in this next slide, there's two photographs. What are those photographs?
The first one's a picture of the device with it turned on. It's a picture with a male and a little kid, and the other one's the backside of the device with the SIM card.
Is that the phone that you performed the extraction on?
It is.
The same one you showed the jury just a moment ago in Exhibit 83?
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Bledsoe, let's talk about extractions. What is an extraction on a cell phone?
So extracting the data off the device can be done in several different ways with different kind of software out there. In this case, we did Gray Key was able to actually do a full file system off that. And that's basically taking the full file system off it, copying it completely, and then able to boot it in the cell write. File system's pretty much more in depth compared to the other extractions. You're able to get a lot more data compared to the other one. So having the passcode with it being unlocked, you can sometimes recover deleted data as well with that kind of extraction.
So is it fair to say that you're making pretty much an exact copy of that phone?
Correct.
Or the data that's on there?
Yes, sir.
And in this slide, I think for you, this is talking about the actual software that you use. What software did you use?
For the extraction, we use the Gray Key, and for the analyzing, we use Celebrite.
You mentioned there was a full system extraction. How does that differ from other types of extractions?
So sometimes when we can't get into the device, we have a SIM card extraction. That's the first one you see up there. That's just that little card you put into your SIM card tray, and that's what's going to communicate with the towers. Back in the old days, that SIM card had photos, had all the good stuff on there. These days, it's mainly just your phone number. So if we can't get anything much off of the device, we'll at least pull the phone number off of that device. So that's a SIM card. The second one is the file system. That's basically what I was just talking about. That's taking the file system directly off the device, and everything that a user, when you look at the device, what's on the interface of that, I can get the things you cannot see, all the files that's behind all that. The logical not as in more depth compared to a file system, but I can do categories where I extract like just your call log, your text messages, your photos, your videos, and stuff like that.
And is there another type?
Yes, the last one's like the physical. Physical, basically, it can bypass the whole phone. If you have a swipe pattern or anything like that, it would get directly everything off the device, even all the deleted data. The physical and the full file system that Great Key produces are pretty much similar in definition.
And then, in this slide that you prepared, what is type information?
This right here is just kind of the case information describing what it was, who brought the phone in, the case number, that's Apple iPhone 11 Pro, the phone number that's being assigned to it, which can be helpful if you end up getting call records from the phone company, so you could do the tower mapping, and then the passcode that was provided that actually unlocked the device.
So what was the phone number for this phone that you performed an extraction on?
It's the one highlighted red. It's 1-901-340-4649.
And below that, there's another thing called the IMEI, and there's a long number after that. What is that?
That's basically the mobile equipment identifier. That's just like another serial number for it to identify that as that device.
Is it specific to an individual device?
Yes, sir.
No two devices have the same IMEI, is that correct?
That's correct.
What is this that we're seeing now on the screen?
So the Great Key software is kind of neat. When we plug it in, it actually, once it identifies the phone, it would actually do a progress report. The progress report tells me exactly what it is. Is there a device name? Did he name his device like, you know, Brandon's device or Brandon's iPhone? It tells me the model number, which is the iPhone 11 Pro, serial number, phone number that I just talked about, the IMEI, and then if he has his account set up, if he's logged into his Gmail, iCloud, or stuff like that, it'll produce that kind of information. Because sometimes if you can't get in a phone, the iCloud account information, you could actually send a warrant to iCloud or Gmail and request their records to dig a little bit deeper into the data that you could get off the device. But if they backed up the device, then I could get that data.
You mentioned earlier about hash verification.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Hash is basically like a fingerprint. When we finish these reports, Great Key produces an automatic hash for a fingerprint. And it's able to basically say, here's that special number that's provided for this one device. If you're able to go, if you go in there and make another extraction of that one thing and change it or alter it, that hash will be different. So when I do this Great Key report and I generate the self-write report and finalize it, it zips it all up, and there's this one, this is SHA-256, it's a secure hash algorithm, and that basically provides that fingerprint for that. So when the investigator opens it, he can run a hash against the file I just gave him to see if it actually matches up to what this Great Key report produced.
And that would tell that person whether anything's been altered with since the extraction's been done previously.
Yes. And this is pretty much was what I was basically covering, the hash values, the fingerprint for the zip file that's provided. There are two different algorithms widely used. It's the MD5, which is the message digest algorithm, and then you have the secure hash algorithm, 256-bit. That's what it's basically talking about.
Are these different ones different in their level of security or anything
The
like that?
SHA-256 is a little bit longer digits. It makes it a little bit harder to have exact same two hash numbers ever. So there's not much difference. They do the same thing.
In this case, what type of hash value was created?
For this, actually, Great Key does the SHA-256 and the MD5. They will produce both of them for you.
Were you able to successfully perform an extraction in this case?
I was.
And did it generate a hash value for that extraction?
Yes, sir. For the actual file system itself, the zip file that's provided, the SHA-256, that extremely long alphanumeric number is the number that should be the exact same for the file system when it's hashed out later on.
Once there's an extraction completed, is it saved in a certain format?
Yes, sir.
What type of format is it saved into?
It's usually kind of put up in a zip file and saved as a file system file.
You mentioned about Gray Key, you mentioned also about Celebrite, correct? Is Celebrite a tool that is used in analyzing phones?
Yes, sir.
What type of file format does something need, that phone extraction need to be saved into for the next investigator to perform a Celebrite evaluation?
So the good thing about Celebrite, it not only doesn't just read the zip file, it will actually extract data as well, just like the Gray Key. It's just the Gray Key is a little bit more tuned more towards the iOS device, the Apple devices, stuff like that. But once you get the reports open, you're able to sit there and make a PDF report of the data you give them, an HTML report, a UFDR report, Universal Forensic Device report, and XML reports. So there's several different choices.
In this case, after you performed the extraction, was it that later on passed on to another investigative officer to your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
And that officer then performed the actual analysis itself?
That's correct.
State pass witness.
Sergeant Bledsoe, you indicated that you had utilized Gray Key.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Gray Key has multiple functions, right? Ways that it can operate.
That's what you mean.
So if you have a passcode like you did here, it's easy.
Yes, sir.
But it also has a means by which to try to break into phones.
That's correct.
And you basically hook a phone up and it will just start running codes.
Yes, ma'am.
And it can take 5 minutes, it can take 5 years.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, is that what you were talking about when you said, if we're able to get an extraction? That sometimes if you don't have that passcode, you can't get into the phone?
Sometimes it really depends on the device, and also depends on the iOS the device is running. If the software hasn't been updated or upgraded to that iOS, then sometimes it will not get you anything, it just produce you a progress report. But without that, then if you can get the SIM card out, then just go to Celebrite and get the SIM card out and use Celebrite to actually analyze the SIM card.
Okay. But my question is, if you don't have the passcode, getting into the phone is much harder, right?
Correct.
Okay. And in this case, you were provided the phone, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And along with the phone, you were also provided the passcode.
Correct.
And those came from Sergeant Torina.
Yes, ma'am.
Was that at the direction of Sergeant Boyd, do you know?
I do not know.
That's all I have.
Can you redirect?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You may step down.
Your Honor, may we approach briefly?
Please. Pardon me again. I'll be right with you.
The state's next witness is Lieutenant Josh Stanley.
Lieutenant Stanley, come forward, watch your step. Stand right here, face your own, raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, sir?
I do, ma'am.
Please have a seat.
Would you please state and spell your name?
Sure. Joshua Stanley, Joshuastanley.
Where do you work?
For the Memphis Police Department.
How long have you been with the Memphis Police Department?
19 years.
What is your current job duty or assignment in the Police Department?
Sure. I'm assigned to the Memphis Police Department's Real-Time Crime Center, where I'm the custodial records keeper for video surveillance, and I work on numerous technology projects.
What does the Real-Time Crime Center, Surveillance Center do generally?
Sure. Generally, it's a kind of is the brain for a citywide video surveillance grid that we have that you see throughout the city.
So those blue light cameras that you see driving down the streets of Memphis, is that what you're referring to, the real-time crime cameras?
Absolutely. The majority of the ones you see on city streets are owned and connected to the real-time crime center.
I'd like to direct your attention back to February 2nd of 2022. Were you working on that day?
Yes, sir.
Were you involved in an investigation regarding deceased Danielle Hoyle and a missing child, Kennedy Hoyle?
Yes, sir.
What was your involvement?
I think everybody on duty that day was involved, right? We potentially were looking for a 2-day-old infant. So we were throwing every resource that we had at it. We had some information on a potential vehicle that was involved in the disappearance of the infant. We used various systems that we have at the Real-Time Crime Center to develop some preliminary search locations. One of those search locations was the north end of Mud Island at the boat ramp.
What type of car were you looking for?
So we were looking for a white Chevy Malibu, I believe.
Your Honor, if I may pass to the witness, was previously marked as Exhibit 68. Or if I may publish it on the TV screen.
You want to publish?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead, please.
You mentioned you were looking for a white Chevy Malibu. Were you given a tag number?
We were, yes, sir.
What was that tag number?
It would have been this one, 3 November 36, Hotel 5.
And when you say November Hotel, are you referring to the letter N?
Correct, yes, I'm sorry. That's phonetic alphabet that we use, so we don't confuse letters when we're talking about them.
You mentioned that you have access to the real-time crime cameras. How are you able to try to track down or narrow where a vehicle may have been?
Sure, so we have some videos that, some video systems that work like traditional video systems that you may have that just record video. Then we have some what we call license plate reader cameras, right? And these cameras essentially work the same way that scanning a price tag might work. Right? So vehicles pass them, they grab that information, they store it in a database that's searchable when law enforcement has a reason to search for those. So in this case, we ran this plate in this system that we have throughout the city, and we learned that this vehicle had crossed over the A.W. Willis Bridge onto Mud Island several times after we believe the victim was deceased.
When you ran that search, you mentioned several times. Was it over the course of one day or multiple days, if you recall, that it went over the A.W. Willis Bridge?
So I think it was several days in a row, if I remember correctly, but certainly during the target time where we're looking for the infant, right?
And when we talk about the A.W. Willis Bridge, can you describe, where is that here in Memphis?
Sure, so it's the bridge that that goes from what people would think of the Pench District over into Mud Island, into the roundabout, right? The tall bridge that that we drive over to enter Mud Island. It's basically just one way in, one way out. There is an exit on the north end, but the majority of traffic uses the A.W. Willis Bridge to get on and off of Mud Island.
Now, may I approach to pass the witness a photograph?
Go ahead, please.
Stanley, I've passed you a photograph. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes, sir. It's like a Google overview map of Mud Island and the city of Memphis.
Your Honor, as this time is marked as State's Exhibit 84. Excuse me, Exhibit 84.
No objection.
Your Honor, requesting permission to publish.
Go ahead, please.
Could you please kind of point out, by describing on the map, where the A.W. Willis Bridge is and where Mud Island is?
Sure. So Mud Island would be the kind of pea-shaped piece of land there next to the Mississippi River, to the right or to the east of it. And the A.W. Willis Bridge would be that bridge that you see crossing over that inlet of water just a little north of that big Cypress Lodge icon on the map. That would be it, yes.
When you look back at the license plate reader cameras on the A.W. Willis Bridge, do you recall what were the dates and times that license plate was seen going over the bridge onto Mud Island?
I don't particularly remember the dates. I need to reference that material. There should be a Genetech report in the file.
Would reviewing that report refresh your recollection?
It would.
May I approach?
Yes.
Lieutenant Stanley, have you had a chance to look at that report?
Yes, sir.
Does that refresh your recollection?
It does.
When, in relation to February 1st, 2022, did the car drive over the A.W. Willis Bridge on that day?
It did at 10:58 p.m. and then again at 11:16 p.m.
I'd also like to direct your attention to January 31st, 2022. Were there any instances on that day where the license plate associated with Mr. Brandon Isabelle drove over the A.W. Willis Bridge onto Mud Island?
Yes, at 5:55 a.m. on the 31st.
Now, you also, may I approach you to retrieve that document, Your Honor? Lieutenant Bledsoe, you also mentioned that there are cameras, real-time crime cameras.
Correct.
Did you review any footage from those cameras?
I did.
Where specifically did you look when reviewing the footage?
So we looked at various places along Island Drive. We have quite a bit of video surveillance down there, and we were able to locate a white sedan, a white Malibu passing during those time frames, where we're also seeing the captures of the plate coming over the bridge.
Where is Island Drive?
Sure. So Island Drive is going to be the main drive running north and south on the island. Right there is a good indicator. Thank you. Yes, it's going to be the street that runs just east of the park when you're down at Mud Island, the main drag.
Are there real-time camera cameras on Mud Island?
Yes, sir.
Around about how many?
I would say probably a dozen.
Are there some situated along Island Drive itself?
Yes, sir.
When you reviewed those cameras along Island Drive, what did you find?
We found that white Malibu coming over the bridge, going to the north end of the island, and then making a trip down to the south end, then returning back to the north before exiting.
Have you had a chance to review the video of the white sedan going up and down Island Drive during the time after the plate registered crossing the bridge?
Yes, sir.
And has that footage been stitched together to make one continuous video of the different instances?
Yes, sir.
Is that compilation of stitched together video a fair and accurate depiction of the video that you reviewed from the Real-Time Crime Camera Center video?
It is.
This time, requesting to approach to pass an object to the witness.
Go ahead, please.
Lieutenant Stanley, I passed you an object. Do you recognize that object?
I do. It's a thumb drive, and it has my initials and MP badge information on it.
So have you previously reviewed the video on the thumb drive?
I have, yes, sir.
Did you then initial it once you finished reviewing it?
Yes, sir.
Here, this time I asked that the flash drive of compilation of Mud Island real-time crime camera video be entered as Exhibit 85.
No objection.
Requesting permission to publish once marked.
Yes, sir, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Lieutenant Bledsoe, right now, are we looking in what direction?
So we'll be looking to the north. You can see the pedestrian sidewalk here on the left, and the grass, the river would be to your left or to the west.
What about now?
So in this case, we're looking north there. You can see the illuminated pylons on the upper corner of the video screen for the pedestrian path. And then this would be looking southbound here.
Which direction is the white sedan traveling?
So in this case, the sedan would be traveling north.
And then the vehicle we just saw pass by,
And there it is going south.
so at this point it's turned around and going back.
Correct.
Now, looking at the top of the video, is there a date and time stamp?
There is, yes, sir.
And those date and time stamps, are they for each video clip that's here put together?
Correct.
So approximately what time is this clip occurring?
So this would be 11:10 p.m. and 31 seconds.
And the vehicle is traveling in which direction at this time?
So it's coming south.
In this footage, are there many other vehicles around driving up and down Island Drive?
No, sir, this appears to be the only vehicle.
Are there many white sedans?
This appears to be the only one.
About how many passes does this white sedan make up and down Island Drive?
So it appears to go, come onto the island, go all the way to the north, then drive all the way to the south, then go back up to the north before leaving the island.
What time is it now on the cameras?
So it is 11:20 p.m.
And during the course of this talking, there's a vehicle taking another loop, traveling southbound again, and now northbound?
That is correct.
What time is it now?
So it's 11:35 p.m.
Sergeant Bledsoe, excuse me, Lieutenant Bledsoe. Were still shots from the, I'm sorry, I called you Bledsoe, my apologies. Lieutenant Stanley, were still shots taken from these real-time crime cameras?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I approach to pass collection of 1, 2,
Yes,
3,
please.
4, 5 photographs? Lieutenant Stanley, Do you recognize those photographs?
Yes, these would be taken from the video we just reviewed.
Are those fair and accurate depictions of still shots from the video that we just reviewed?
Yes, sir.
Here on this time, state asked to be marked as exhibit number 86.
86 collective, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Requesting permission to publish once marked.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Once more.
Lieutenant Stanley, is this the first photograph in the series of collective exhibit 86?
Yes, sir.
And what does it depict?
A white sedan that is northbound on Island Drive.
Approximately what time is the timestamp in that?
So this would be 11:04 p.m.
Moving on to the second page of the collective exhibit 86. What is this?
So this is a white sedan southbound on Island Drive at 11:10 p.m.
Moving to the third page of collective 86. What is this?
So this is showing the vehicle northbound again at 11:17 p.m.
And moving to the fourth page of collective 86.
The vehicle southbound at 11:19 p.m.
And moving to the fifth and final page of collective 86. Was what about this photograph?
Southbound again at 11:25 p.m.
So slightly different time than the
Correct.
previous, correct?
Correct.
Aside from researching the camera system and looking at the license plate readers, did you have any other involvement in the investigation of this case?
I did. I made the scene at the north end of the boat ramp to operate a drone to essentially search for the infant that we believe may have went into the river at that location.
If we could display the map that was exhibit 84. Exhibit 84. Lieutenant Stanley, looking at exhibit 84, the map of Mud Island, you mentioned the boat ramp on the north end of Mud Island.
Yes.
Your Honor, if I may approach to pass the pointer, or may I have the other pointer? Pass the pointer to the witness.
Go ahead, please.
So right here would be the north end where the Wolf River dumps into the Mississippi.
So where's the Wolf River? in this
The
map?
Wolf River is this tributary that you see right here coming into the Mississippi.
What were you doing at the boat ramp?
So we were at the boat ramp searching for potential evidence or potentially looking for this infant. As we were in the area, officers discovered a small infant hat on the boat ramp dock. So we brought a drone and basically every resource that we had, right, to search along the riverbanks, hoping to locate this infant, but we did not.
You mentioned a drone. Who was piloting that drone?
I was.
And is that part of your duties with the Real-Time Crime Center's
It
operating
is.
drones?
Yes, sir.
What did you do during your search?
So we flew the entire riverbank up the Wolf River Inlet, checking along the banks where we couldn't get a boat or an officer to check.
Were you able to find anything?
No, sir.
Did you also search along the Mississippi Riverside?
We did. Yes, sir, I did.
Were you able to find anything there?
No.
You mentioned a hat, a baby's hat. Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Where exactly do you remember that being located?
So it was on the boat ramp, on the concrete that would give you traction if you were launching a boat, so just a few feet from the water.
Aside from that boat ramp, did you guys find anything else there in the river?
No, sir.
Excuse me, the hat, boat ramp.
No, sir, only the hat.
Stay with us with us.
May I have a moment? Stanley, you talked to the jury about the RTCC cameras and the LPR readers and things like that. Are those two separate things?
They are, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is the job of an RTCC unit?
So we have various systems, usually just as technology advances, we add new systems, so we don't get rid of legacy systems until they fail. So we have some very simple systems that just record video and very sophisticated systems that perform other missions. The license plate reader cameras that are on the A.W. Willis Bridge are they just capture individual plates, right? There's some newer versions that kind of do all-in-one feature, but that is not the hardware that's there.
Okay, so this, the car that you are tracking in this compilation video is a white car traveling that you believe to be the white car.
That's correct, ma'am.
And you believe it to be the same white car, right?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
But you do not have an LPR reader attached to that camera to verify.
That is correct.
So we do have a white car traveling through that area at these given times that we believe to be that car.
Correct, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the LPR reader on the A.W. Willis Bridge, what time did it record the license plate?
So I looked at the docket a few minutes ago. I would have to look back to give you the exacts. I've looked at so many numbers, but it was within the time frame of the video, right?
Okay. And did it register a second time?
There were 2 reads on that night, yes, ma'am.
Okay, one going to, one coming back.
Correct, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And as part of your investigation, you pulled looking for specific times, right?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
So when you were discussing with the state the fact that there were not many other cars on the street, you were looking at a very isolated time frame, right?
Yes, ma'am. We're looking from the time that we received a read. We're looking for the corresponding vehicle to associate it. We know that plate is registered to a white Malibu, so we're looking for a car that appears to be a white Malibu, which the video reflected a vehicle that appears to be a white Malibu.
Okay. And you would agree with me that the snippets are seconds long?
That is correct, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in those seconds, you may not see other vehicles, but there may have been other vehicles on the street, right?
Yes, ma'am. There was not a lot of vehicle traffic, right? It's a residential neighborhood. It's the middle of the night, so there's just not a lot of vehicle traffic.
Okay. And you would agree with me it was dark during the time that the videos were taken?
Yes, ma'am.
I think I only have one other thing else. With the drone utilization, is that a common practice?
More so today. A few years ago, it was less common, but they're more in everyday policing now than they were before.
Okay. And this was investigating the area of both the Mississippi River and the Wolf River.
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And that would have been done not during those nighttime hours.
Correct, that was daytime hours when we were out doing that.
Do you recall approximately what time you ran the drone?
I do not know, ma'am. I don't remember. We were just, hyper fixated on trying to find a baby, right? It was daytime hours. It was all hands on deck. Every resource Memphis Police Department had.
Okay. But it would have been several hours after those videos were taken?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's all I have.
Any redirect from the state?
Lieutenant Stanley, earlier we were talking about the real-time crime cameras. There's quite a few on the island. Is there one at the boat ramp on the north end of the island?
There is. At the given moment, it was inoperable.
When you say at the given moment, do you mean February 1st, February
Correct,
2nd?
at February 2nd, right? Those cameras are funded through grant, through FEMA Port Security, and we constantly upgrade them as they reach end of life. And in this situation, the camera right there, unfortunately, was inoperable on the February 1st.
But the other cameras along Island Drive, those were still working?
No, absolutely. That was the video that we watched a few minutes ago.
So that's what's...
Very good. And because that one camera wasn't working, we weren't able to see what actually happened down there at the river, right? At the boat ramp?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. You may sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've done enough work today. And you have reservations. So, until you are asked to deliberate, you are not to discuss anything that you've learned today. Again, it's not these four walls, it's this big circle, okay? What you learned in the circle, keep in the circle until I send you back to deliberate, okay? Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you in the morning.
Jurors, excuse me, you know, to my chair and watch your step as you step down.
Do we need to start a little later in the morning for our, that one non-early riser we have? Hey, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Need to sleep in, you just let us know. All right, let's talk about it. 9 o'clock? Oh, I have a matter on the docket tomorrow. 9:30. It's an in-custody situation that I'm working on. Okay. You're in charge of that. Adjourn.
All right. We'll be adjourned till tomorrow morning. Like we got to 9:30 for trial.
Thank you.